Yo, what's up guys? Greg Greenway here. Happy Friday. Yes, Friday, my favorite day of the week. That's why I'm excited. That's why I'm pumped. Friday, hands down, my favorite day of the week. I got a question recently on YouTube, and the question was asking, Greg, how do I deal with a girl when she tests me? All right, it's a fact of life for badass gentlemen like ourselves. When women test us, it's actually a good thing, all right? Because when a woman is testing you, what it's saying is that she is trying to figure out if you really are as cool and as confident as a cucumber as you come across. A test is simply a woman's way of trying to figure out who you are, because let's think about it from a woman's point of view. What she wants is obviously to meet an awesome, badass, super ambitious, successful dude like yourself. That's what she wants to do. Problem is, the majority of the guys she meets, they don't quite make the mustard, all right? They're not really that great. They don't cut it. That's what the majority of guys that she meets are like. They just don't cut it. You ask any girl, most of them will tell you, look, there's slim pickings out there. There's just not that many awesome men. So what happens is, when she meets a guy like you, when she meets a guy who's on his game, who's pushing forward, who's dominating, who's ambitious, who's successful, who's part of the King's Game family, got all those ducks in a row, got all the perfect qualities that she likes, she's thinking to herself, this is a bit too good to be true. This guy, he's coming across a little bit too confident, a little bit too calm, he's a little bit too put together. I'm gonna just try and poke him a little bit and see if there's any chinks in that armor. That's all the test is. It's a girl that really, really likes you, and she's trying to figure out if there's any chinks in your armor, because she wants to make sure that you are as big of a badass as you say you are. And, rightly so, because at the end of the day, she needs to know, are you going to be able to protect her? Are you going to be able to love her? Are you going to be the man that she thinks that you are? Because if she makes a mistake, then she ends up investing time in a guy who, was basically faking it. So that's what those tests are for. The tests are a good sign. If a girl is testing you, that means you're coming across as a badass. Now, most of the tests you're going to get are basically girls saying something negative about your appearance, or poking fun of you, or asking you things like, are you a player? Do you say that to all the girls? We're not hooking up tonight. I bet you think I'm really easy. Like, they're gonna say a lot of these type of tests, right? It's basically trying to challenge and trying to see what's going on with you. Now, there's plenty of ways to deal with tests, okay? There's no right way to deal with tests, but there is absolutely a wrong way to deal with them. The worst way that you can deal with a test is to react negatively, get angry, pout, sulk. All those kind of behaviors are going to show her that you aren't the guy that you're representing yourself to be. On the flip side of that, deal with the test however you want to deal with it. It has to fit your personality, and, you can kind of tailor it towards the girl. For me personally, I usually tailor my responses to the kind of test I get, depending on what the kind of girl is. If it's a girl that's, that's a bit more on the soft and gentle side as she tests me, because I know that she tests me because she likes me, anytime she puts a test my way, I'm like, oh, that's so cute, you're adorable, you like me, oh, give me a hug. That's one way of dealing with a test. If the girl's a little bit more feisty, then, the way that I personally deal with them, she throws something negative at me, I'll be like, what? Be quiet, woman, what are you talking about? And I just continue on with the conversation. I got a friend, he's very, very, very camp, very effeminate with his movements and his actions. Girls are constantly asking if he's gay. Now, they don't really think he's gay, but they're kind of doing it almost as a way to kind of test him, way to kind of challenge him. And his response is always the same. He's like, yeah, I'm gay. You got nothing to worry about. And I can't do it because I'm not him, but he does it in such a way that's kind of like borderline sleazy, but it's done in a joking way that the girls get what they're talking, like what he's doing. And it's pretty funny, especially when he does it, because he comes across so camp. When he does it, it's hilarious. So there are plenty of ways to respond to a test. The important thing is, does it fit your personality and does it fit the situation? Really, really, really remember though, as long as you don't respond negatively, like you don't get into a huff, you don't get sulky, you don't get weird, you just keep being yourself, you keep being a badass, it's not gonna matter. Just remember, she's doing it because she thinks you're awesome. And she's trying to figure out, are you really as awesome as you're coming across? So getting tests, it's a good thing. Just don't let them fluster you, just be yourself. If in doubt, just give her a blank look like, and then continue your conversation. Like literally just give her a blank look for a couple seconds, and just keep saying what you were saying as if she never ever mentioned it in the first place, all right? I know a lot of people that deal with their tests that way, and that can work as well. Now, these tests are commonly known as shit tests, and in Project Royalty, you've got a whole entire module called the Shit Test Destroyer. It's a comprehensive breakdown of how to handle every single test like a boss, so that she's ultimately thinking, yeah, he is the badass that he says he is. Click the link below for more details about that. It's in the Project Royalty program. It's launching January 2nd, the world's #1 transformational program for men. If you want to deal with a test that a woman gives you, just remember she's doing it because she likes you, she thinks you're awesome. Just dust the dirt off your shoulder, pay no mind to it, ignore it, move on. Just don't get flustered, because if you get flustered, that's gonna, indicate to her that you aren't really representing yourself the way that you are. Okay? That's all for me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.